Hi, I'm Kevin Suscavage, an artist of 10 years, and today we're going to discuss briefly some ideas for senior class projects involving art. I'm going to offer 3 of them right now. Now, one thing you can do for a class project is simply to discuss the characteristics of all the different kinds of art styles throughout history. What art styles can you think of? Well, for example, there's Cubism, Dadaism, the Baroque period, Impressionism, i.e. Monet, Modernism, Postmodernism, and these types of arts, you can talk about the time frame the artists lived in and the motivation behind their work, why they did their work, and what was the reason behind the techniques of their work. Okay? There's about 20 or so art eras in history, so you have quite a few to choose from. Another kind of interesting senior class project is to compare and contrast the difference between realism and abstraction. Now, I am an abstract artist, but I find both art styles very interesting. So, among the realists, we have people like Rembrandt and Michelangelo. Of course, Michelangelo did the Sistine Chapel. And then we have the abstract artists, like, well, 3 of my favorites are Rothko, Frankenthaler, and John Klee. There's also some artists who took both realism and abstraction and kind of blended them somewhere in the middle. What comes to mind right there is none other than the Impressionist Monet. A third type of senior class project, and this is kind of cool, is to combine as many of the senses as you can into one piece. You can create a piece that you can obviously see, whether it's 2-dimensional, like a painting, or 3-dimensional, like a sculpture. Something you can possibly hear. Maybe it makes noise. For example, you hook up some electrical component to it to make it have audible sounds. You also create some kind of scent behind it. That's the third sense. Maybe a scented candle or something. Now, there's 2 more senses. Taste. Well, I'll let you brainstorm that. And the 5th sense is the sense of touch, the tactile sense. Now, generally, you don't want to touch art, but for your project, if you want to include all 5 senses, make it tactile. Allow people to touch the art piece. Put textures on it. Usually it's much more, lack of a better word, much more of a tactile, touchable piece if it's a 3D piece, like a sculpture or something. So including as many of the 5 senses as possible will let you explore the world of the 5 senses and give your audience a much more appreciative and interesting observation of your art. It'll be challenging, but I think it'll be as equally rewarding if you commit to it. So there's 3 ideas for a senior project in art. My name is Kevin Suscavage. Thank you for listening.